Hey folks, it's July 1st. Happy Canada Day, everybody. I had some luck and I got out here in an old cutting and found that there's all kinds of wood out here laying around. A ton of waste, really good maple. I think it was cut probably last year, and it hasn't rotted yet, but it's seasoned quite a bit. So I've got some really well seasoned maple over here, and more than enough to go and get me through the winter. I'll take a pan around with the camera when I'm done working here at the end of the video just to see how big an expanse got logged. But what I'm doing here tonight is known as scavenging, and it's just coming out on the old blocks of land that were already cut and taking whatever's left over that's still good to use. And in this case, there'd be enough firewood back here to probably power or heat my whole neighborhood this winter if people had the thought to come back and use it before it rots. It's really indicative of just how much waste there is when these logging companies come through here and they get the right to take the logs off the land. I don't know what exactly they're using the wood for. We think a lot of it's just going to be pulp, so they just chip it. And they leave a lot of stuff down here that if I didn't come along and do this and scavenge it, it would just rot over the next few years and be wasted. About the only thing I guess it would do is feed the new growth that's going to come up over here at some point. So this actually saves a lot of time and effort this summer, picking up this here stuff as opposed to having to fell it myself. It's a little bit rough working out here in these cuttings, and like just trying to walk through this stuff and pull the brush out from underneath piles and things like that. Also, we've gotten rid of the mosquitoes to a degree in some of these places where it's hot, but now the horseflies are out, and horseflies are about 4 times the size of mosquitoes yet. So you never get a break out here. Anyway, I just got a limb sawed off, and we'll haul another junk out to the road. And it happens that the other thing to be thankful for, aside from Canada Day, is my parents were able to come up and visit. So I'm very happy for that. This is the first visit they've been able to do since this COVID-19 stuff happened. So we're going to take advantage of our time together and enjoy it. But Dad and I's sense of enjoyment is out working steady. He's 70 years old and he still works like crazy. We've been at it all day since about 7:30 or 8 o'clock this morning. We started working. We've already done 1 load of firewood today. I dug through a bunch of rock and tried to get our outhouse, start on the outhouse. And I'm back here at 7 o'clock at night trying to gather my second load of firewood. I got my axe here marked tonight with a bit of tape, marker tape, because man, you set your tools down out here and it's real easy to lose them. You lose sight of them if you're not like constantly thinking about where you're leaving stuff. So the bow saw does most of the work sawing these junks up. I just use my little limbing axe to do a little bit of stuff like that, breaking the odd limb off or taking the odd limb off of these things that's small. And then this is what is left laying around here, large diameter maple. Be excellent stuff for burning this winter. So here I'll just show around to give a sense of the scope of what's been cut down. And in a tiny little area, I can put aside enough to fill a trailer or the back of a, half-ton truck. So unbelievable amount of firewood left just to sit. Anyway, Thanks, like and subscribe, and we'll see you next video.